Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to the pilot episode of a new series I've come up with, in which I will be playing freeware horror indie games. I came up with this idea when I just realized that there are so many amazing horror indie games out there that I really want to play. And what better way to make myself play all of them than to make a nice little series out of it? So I decided to start off with Fingerbones, a psychological horror game by David Szymanski. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. I saw this was on Steam for free, had some really good reviews, and it looks pretty cool. So I thought I'd start off with this one tonight and see how it goes. And if anyone has any suggestions for other freeware games, I know I have a lot in mind, but if I see some suggestions, I'd love to go for it. Let me know in the comments. Alright, let's get this started. Fingerbones, a psychological horror game. So already it's looking really, really cool, actually. I love the lighting effects, the washed out feel, the cobweb in the corner. I love the music, the drones. Presume that's locked. Oh yes, by the way, before I get too deep into this, System Shock 2. I beat it on my own, on my laptop. Eventually beat the game. So if you actually do want that System Shock 2 review, let me know for that as well. Maybe I'll go for it, maybe not, we'll see. Alright. Yes, just wanted to make sure I announced that before I got too deep. Alright, so... pen. Oh, okay. Getting into cutleries. It's my weekend to get Katie, but I'm not really in the mood. I distracted her with the TV and came here to read. I couldn't interest myself in reading, so I tried to write. I couldn't write anything more than the usual handful of disconnected thoughts and theories. Medication doesn't help, and divorce certainly didn't help. Because I am not depressed, I am enlightened. Oh wait, sorry. Medication didn't help, and divorce certainly didn't help. Because I am not depressed, I am enlightened. This is the result of 2 decades of scientific education and philosophical pondering. This is the price of knowledge. Interesting. So we have a divorced husband, obsessed with work. What kind of stuff did he figure out? And where does Fingerbones come into this whole thing anyway? See, I love drones in music. I love what it can do. It really elicits a really cool mood. Okay, so it appears to be a page from a manuscript. Pop morality is too reliant on emotions and not reliant enough on rational thought. If morality must be determined, and I maintain that it is a farce, it should not be determined by feeling. Feelings are nebulous, subjective, and changeable. Rather, they should be determined by thinking. The actions of a natural creature are natural and thus moral, unless a concrete scientific reason can be given to prove them as immoral. Interesting. Okay, yeah, not relying on feelings. This is getting interesting with the philosophical ideas. Well, I can already tell this is getting into some philosophy. Oh, ooh, okay. Is there a way to turn it off and on? Hopefully I'm not getting chased by anything. I don't know why I'd use my daughter's name as a door lock in my survival bunker. Survival bunker? But whatever keeps her happy, I suppose? She's like her mother. A delicate, fragile version of her mother. Damn her. Interesting. Why are we in a survival bunker? Okay, so I have to remember the daughter's name, and that is the key, well, the code, rather. What's this panel? I'm just gonna click on things, see if... Is anything to interact? Oh, okay, just more cobweb. Okay, so, okay, yep, that has nothing to do with... That talks about feelings and rational thought. Daughter's name should be here. Katie, right. Katie. It's interesting because there's more than one way to spell Katie. What does this do? Oh! Okay. Started the generator. So we're in a survival bunker? Interesting. Okay, something red popping up here. Oh, okay. Katie. What? Katie. Did it accept it as the right code? Did it open the door? Oh, okay. Oh, God. Okay. So yeah, that just sounded a lot like a noise that meant that you failed. Oh, boy. Okay. It's finally happened. The whole world is a chaos of thunder and screams. When the ashes settle, we will all be wild animals again. I am ecstatic beyond words. I haven't been able to reach... Oh, God. Oh. Reach Lynn for several days, and she's probably dead for all I know or care, but Katie was there when it all started, and I have no idea what to do with her. Most of the town is dead. Katie and I only survived because we ran to the bunker. Perhaps this is what I've needed. Freedom from all the irrational rules and insane social values. Just pure, beautiful survival. Sorry, I got interrupted by sound of Katie, maybe? Oh boy. Okay, so we're in a post-apocalyptic type of situation. The world is a chaos of thunder and screams. Lynn, oh right, Lynn's the wife. Well, ex-wife. Huh. Katie? Katie? Okay, there's 2 notes. Let's read this one first. Oh, sorry. I boxed up everything that isn't practical and useful. I burned all the books that weren't for scientific edification. I'd like to store the boxes in the cellar, but I can't get them down this ladder by myself. I just piled them up near the hatch. The blood would probably ruin them anyway. The blood? Okay, what kind of stuff are you doing, bud? Sound is getting me. The tool room has been her name for years now, and I can't bring myself to change it. Probably Lynn. L-Y-N-N? L-Y-N-N, okay. Do I have to go back up to the computer? Shit, okay. Sorry, it's bad that I was... Is it bad that I was jump scared by the cut? Let's see. Let's see if that did that. Move very slowly here. The fact that it moves slowly tells me that I probably won't be chased by it. Is it darker? Okay, no, it's just my imagination. The tool room, I assume this is it. Yep. Okay. Any spooky? Anything spooky? Right? She remembered... That sound design. This is really good sound design. She remembered Father's Day and drew me a picture. I don't understand her. She's just like her mother. She wants to waste time drawing pictures, and we're barely able to find enough food to survive. I turned her crayons into candles. We need more candles in case the generator goes out again, and it helps to break up the monotony. I yearn for the excitement of those first few weeks. Okay, so we're kind of getting more of a feel for how things are going. Katie? Katie? I'm sorry your dad's clearly off his rocker. These are things I've wanted to do for years, desires I've kept locked in the back of my consciousness. It's been nearly a year since I've seen a woman, and now I realize there's no practical reason to keep those desires locked up anymore? Oh god, no. No, main character dude, don't tell. Aw, you didn't. Frick. Hammer. Pixels. Alright, let's see what other stuff shows up. I've changed the storage room code to something I can easily remember. NNY. The rest of the word is missing. Puzzle time, I guess. That's the storage room, I presume. NNY. Okay, that is seriously... That's pretty messed up. NNY. NNY. So is NNY, the rest of the word is taken out. Is it Lynn backwards? That's highly possible. My thought process is dang it. Is NNYL supposed to be the first letters, or is it just part of the word? I can't think of any words. I can't think of any other words that have NNY that would be at all applicable to this situation. With like NNY in the middle of it. So I bet it's Lynn backwards. There's probably some sort of symbolism to that. Well, maybe. Perhaps I'm thinking too deep. Okay, just normal. Man. Out of curiosity, I want to try something. Okay, so no noise when it's wrong. Okay, so we'll know. Aha, yep. Okay. I mean, that was pretty simple, but, you know, I can understand. This is much more of an experiential... Experience? This is more about the experience, I can tell. So I can understand them not wanting to do a puzzle that's too difficult. Okay. This should be open now. Oh god, spooky! No, spooky will not be in this game. Can I close the door behind me? I want to close the door behind me. This isn't Resident Evil 7, I guess. Okay, there's a button. It's probably going to activate something. Let's read what the letter says first. I am a bag of DNA, and I exist to make more of myself. I married and produced a daughter because my genes demand reproduction. I wrote books and created because creativity served a survival advantage to my ancient ape ancestors. I built this place, took refuge in it, and spent hours thinking up silly little artificial laws to live by, because my forefathers built cities and societies to allow time and peace to reproduce and to protect their genes. Dreams, loves, opinions, desires, beauty, innocence, figments of our collective primordial imagination. Fleeting electrical signals that fire across our synapses for a pointless moment in time. They used to serve a purpose, and now they are needless confusion. And here I am, the last man on earth, for all I know, ready to be freed from them. I don't like where this is going. I apologize that my reading voice is not always the best, and I trip upon words a lot. Okay, what did that do? Didn't expect so much reading. What did that do? What did that do? I pressed it. It did a thing. Somewhere a thing was done. What is the thing? Oh god. Probably open this. What? Oh god. Okay. 1 second. What's going on? I pressed it. What happened? Let's go back to the main room. Maybe something changed up there. Oh, there was that, like, area in the wall. Shit. Okay. This game's getting to me. I will give it credit. This game's kind of getting to me. I feel like my reading of the text is kind of ruining the sound design, though. Okay. Yep. It looks open now. Fingerbones. The cellar is freedom. Actually, kind of surprised I got that one. Fingerbones, the cellar is freedom. I don't know where it's gonna go from here. Well, not that I don't know where it's gonna go from here. I have a feeling what's gonna happen. Alright, let's see what the dirty deed is. Yep. Oh god. Oh no. No. Too dark. Oh shit. Oh no. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Oh god. Oh god, no. 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 Oh god. Oh no. No. No, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. Ah! She finally died last night. I don't know whether from starvation, dehydration, or blood loss. I threw her body into the woods. Her fingers, my anti-religious artifacts, my testaments to moral and intellectual freedom, are locked in the safe upstairs. I am content in the knowledge that I haven't done anything wrong? What the What? The father didn't know why he'd come back after all these years, starving and tired. He just wanted to see the cellar one last time. With one last flicker, the flashlight died, and he was left in the pitch dark. He sat down on the cold floor and closed his eyes. He could still hear her, even now. It was peaceful here in the cellar. It was free here in the cellar. What? Wait, that's supposed to happen? Well, wait, what?
Alright, so after doing some research, I found out that is indeed how the game ends. You probably won't be able to see it on the video, but the game kind of crashed when it ended. So like the error message showed up saying that the game crashed, but I guess that's all that there was. So now that I actually know that that is indeed the end of the game, I would say this was fantastic. I really enjoyed this game. I felt like the atmosphere was amazing, and the way the tension just slowly built up with a really good sound design for what it was. I felt like this is the type of game that makes me really love horror, because like this was a nice little bite-sized free version of it, but like that whole thing of like the tension just slowly building up and using little things and using little stylistic choices to really amplify things. The story itself was kind of weird. I definitely could tell what they were going for. Post-apocalyptic, guy loses his mind. Although it's pretty interesting to like, see it progress as you go through each room. And you get to like see like how he thinks about things, and then as he gets more and more crazy, how that rationale slowly warps into something else. So I will gladly give credit where credit is due. I know this game's a couple years old, so I'm a little late to the party here, but if you haven't played Fingerbones, definitely check it out. I think even if you've watched me play it just now, it's definitely worth a playthrough. Just so you can get everything out of the sound design without having some really awkward guy reading the dialogue and stumbling at every other word. But, well, thank you all again for watching. I will be back hopefully hopefully soon with a new indie horror game. Let me know in the comments if there's any I should go for. I'm trying to focus more on one-offs, but if there's something really special, and I can already think of a few in mind that may be a couple parts, I'll gladly go for it. Alright, well, thank you all. Hope you didn't get too spooked out, and peace.